You should.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%, Doug. I said that when he went into that, you could see the fatigue entered in. He had no idea. Here he comes right now. 60 seconds.
And get off to a great start. I think that's 4 out of 5 with a money ball. Look at the nice rhythm. Look at the spin on the ball. That's beautiful.
Charles Barkley, your thoughts on Mark Price here?
Well, it looked like he's shooting the ball really well, and they had a chance to finish him off in the first round, and they did look like he's warm now.
He's a deadly shooter.
13 out of 50. It's a little bit tired.
Champion Mark Price training him.
Boy, it's beautiful. He's got plenty of time, 14 seconds to get 5 shots off. He needs to slow himself down here. Oh, flat.
That's big money ball, 21 points. Out of a possible 30 for the defending.
As you can tell, he's quite a shooter. That is a long, long shot, too. And we were just horsing around one day and kind of did this same contest in our gym. And I actually did it myself. I can tell you what, it is tiring to try to get that many balls shot in 1 minute. It's a tough feat. Anyway, let's go back now. Let's break down the shot just a little bit.
He went into that, you could see the fatigue in.
Okay, watch his follow through. His fingers pointed straight down to the floor. Can you see it? He does that every time. Fingers to the floor. That's what creates the great rotation on his shot. Therefore, when his shot hits the inside of the rim, it has a great chance to do what? Just crawl in, like I demonstrated yesterday. Versus a dead ball that hits the inside of the rim is most likely to bounce out. So that's why he snaps his wrist down like that. He does it every time. Great wrist snap.
60 seconds.
And get off to a great start. I think that's 4 out of 5 with a money ball.
All right, now watch his tomahawk. You see how it just stays flat? There's no turning in, no interference from his left hand at all. Perfect tomahawk. It does nothing but guide the ball for him. See it? It's just flat, just like that. He kind of holds his, cups it just a little bit, and that's okay. Most straight shooters, it's a real flat surface, but he does not turn it in like that. He does not turn it in where it interferes.
Look at the nice rhythm. Look at the spin on the ball. That's beautiful.
Charles Barkley, your thoughts on Mark Price here?
Well, it looked like he's shooting the ball really well, and they had a chance to finish him off in the first round, and they did look like he's warm now.
He's a deadly shooter. Defending champion Mark Price training him.
Boy, it's beautiful. He's got plenty of time, 14 seconds to get 5 shots off. He needs to slow himself down here.
All right, now, I like this angle because it's just over his right shoulder. Now, the camera's not in perfect line with his shoulder and the basket, but it's close enough. Close enough that, can you tell, is his gun straight at the target? Every time he shoots, gun straight at the target.
Oh, flat.
That's big money ball.
7-footer. Watch his form. Here it goes in slow motion. Now, is that the same form we've been teaching you guys? His gun is straight, or his fingers pointed down? You bet, it's a great rotation. Look at his tomahawk. It's perfect, perfectly flat. And now watch how long he holds his follow through after he shoots. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it. Gun still straight at the target. Boom. Incredible shooter. See it? Isn't that the exact same 3 fundamentals? Follow through, or his fingers straight down. Is his gun locked out and straight? And look at his tomahawk. It's perfectly flat, no interference whatsoever. Perfect shooting form. Now, the way I look at it, if this shooting form is good enough for all these great shooters, and if it's good enough for the greatest player that ever played, don't you think it's good enough for a high school kid in South Lake Carroll? Kind of get my point? All great shooters shoot the same way. Gun straight, follow through, tomahawk. I love to use him as an example again because we can all identify with Steve Nash. Now, because he's not a great athlete, he's not big. Is Steve Nash one of the quickest players in the NBA? Or guys like Tony Parker quicker? Guys like Tony Parker, people like that are way quicker than Steve Nash. Baron Davis, Devin Harris for the Dallas Mavericks is way quicker than Steve Nash. But can any of those guys stop Steve Nash from going where he wants to go on the floor? He just penetrates the real, doesn't he? But yeah, and he's not one of the quickest guys by any means in the NBA, but he can go anywhere he wants on the floor because he has an incredible handle. He's a fantastic ball handler. Now we're going to do many of the same drills that Steve Nash does to improve his ball handling. We're going to start off with 1 ball. Now, we're going to, first thing I want you to do is start with 1 hand in front and 1 hand in back, just like this. All right, you're going to drop the ball, and when you drop it, you're going to switch hands and catch it before it hits the floor. Quick hands. All right, try that. I'm sure most of you have done this before. All right, very good. All right, now, I knew that most of you have done this before. Now, what I like to do to make yourself better on these ball handling drills, though, is compete. I want you to go 30 times on quick hands. Here's how you count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you get to 30, you put the ball over your head. That signifies that you're done. All right, 30 times. Ready? Go! All right, circle 35. Remember that yesterday? Everything's in multiples of 5. Starting on your right leg, circle 35. Ready? Go! Speed now, speed. Very good. All right, now let's do it. Now, on let's start with the feet. They improve at a much faster rate. Now, the next one we're going to do is figure 8, no dribble. I'm sure most of you have done this before too. Feet about shoulder width, a little wider than shoulder width. Sit down in an imaginary chair. Figure 8. All right, let's go. Figure 8. Look. All right, that's good. Everyone knows how to do it. All right, now let's compete, and I guarantee you'll improve at a faster rate. Now, every time you change hands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 20, put the ball over your head. Figure 8 to 20. Go! Lots of